G2 Esports and Team Liquid are two of Europe's biggest orgs, but they both find themselves looking up at the competition after Stage 1 of the VALORANT Champions Tour. Shock results saw them tumble down the rankings, while other teams rose to the top of the pile. So which of these two major players can get back on top and represent Europe in Iceland at Stage 2 Masters? Despite their equal aspirations, G2 found much more success in VALORANT than Liquid early on. They quickly became the European team to beat after winning event after event in the Ignition series.
He's off the side of it, and both players being split up could be a massive problem here for him. He starts off onto Shadow, and Mixwell comes up clutch. Once again, they cannot believe it.
Liquid, then known as Fish123, obviously, kept dropping out of tournaments at the final hurdle, forever living in the shadow of G2.
It's all up to Solkas Vesova to keep things going. First peak not going to be his. It will be G2, your champion.
In 2020, G2 were Europe's heavy hitters, with Liquid barely able to keep up. But now, after poor results in the first stage of the VCT Tour, both teams have been overtaken by the rest of their region.
Artist needs to get in there and do something though. It's already half defused. Down he goes, leaving Pith all by himself. A 1v2, but a 1v3 it was actually, but now a 1v1. That spam connects, and that's it, done and dusted. G2 are out.
The biggest problem right now is their stagnant playstyle. While the rest of Europe has evolved to a meta that's heavily focused on utility, Team Liquid and G2 are sticking with duelists like Jett. The Knife Flinger is not as much of a powerhouse in Europe as she is in North America. And although Ascend found success with her in Stage 1, G2 and Liquid's performances have not been up to par. G2 make the odd choice of running Jett on Mixwell, their IGL. Usually a shot caller plays a sentinel or controller, rather than agents trying to entry frag. So Mixwell often has to divide his attention between leading and getting those kills. Liquid have attempted to solve their Jett issues with a roster swap. Yampy, the young Counter-Strike star who was banned by Valve, has found a new home on TL, being brought in to top frag. With this move, Liquid are looking to match the carry potential of G2, as Yampy brings the firepower they have so desperately needed. But his arrival meant the benching of IGL Eccles, leading to a lack of coordination in the Challengers 3 Open qualifiers. The team will need a leader to realize its full potential, or the experiment will come crashing down. While it hasn't officially been announced who'll fill the IGL void on Team Liquid, eyes are on Scream to become the team's new captain. In a piece released on Liquid's website, Scream spoke about his new focus on macro and how it will enable his team to succeed. If this is to be Scream's new role in the team, he'll have his work cut out for him, but the TL star believes that he is up for the challenge.
We lost against the winner, so I think from there, and even though if we lost against someone else, we know that like we're so close to actually do it all the time, so we need to keep pushing, keep practicing hard, and it's gonna come.
G2 have also made roster changes this year, replacing David P with former Fortnite pro Zeke. He spends his time on the server playing more supportive agents like Breach and Sage, setting his teams up for success.
Let's see how quickly they check on it. Not quick enough. That's one big trade for Zeke. Okay, they continue forward. Zeke doubles down on it, and now maybe Zeke comes online.
It's a raw upgrade for G2, and if Mixwell can find his stride and bring back his Jett dominance, Europe won't be able to stifle these samurai any longer. Mixwell's pedigree from his former Counter-Strike days is legendary, and we saw glimpses of how good he can be last year. If there's anyone who can handle the burden of both IGLing and controlling Jett, it's him. Liquid and G2 have many similarities, both good and bad, and now fans are asking when these two juggernauts will return to form. Who will come out on top in this rivalry, and can either of them take pole position in Europe?
Oh my god. He gets what? He gets the second! Defenders. My G2, that was close. Liquid had a glimpse at what it would be like to be the victors.
G2 have been punching down at Liquid so far, so expect them to bounce back in Stage 2 and reclaim their crown. But the best case scenario for the fans will be seeing Team Liquid succeed with their new roster as well. They'll be looking to get on level terms in the rivalry, and if Europe's two titans are constantly pushing each other to be better, that can only be good for the scene. All of the expectation is on G2 to get back on top, but can Liquid overcome their greatest enemy and become the kings of Europe? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, which side of the rivalry that you're on. And as always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Deserto for much more VALORANT content.